All right, let's just get right into it. If you're starting an e-commerce brand in India, you've probably heard this magic number for getting your store online. And you know what? It sounds way too good to be true because, let's be honest, it is. So today, we're going to break down the real, line-by-line cost you actually need to budget for. Getting this right from day one, well, that's the difference between actually making a profit and just burning through your cash.
And this is that number. This is the one you see plastered all over the ads, the Shopify Basic Plan. It's the hook, right? It's the start of this myth that you can launch a serious online business for less than a nice dinner out. But believe me, this is just the tiny, tiny tip of the iceberg. So what if I told you that to run a store that actually competes, one that actually makes you money, the real monthly cost is nowhere close to that? We're talking about a figure that completely flips the script on how you need to think about your finances right from the get-go.
There it is, around 65,000 rupees every single month. And look, this isn't some scare tactic or an exaggeration. This is the real-world operational cost for a growing Indian D2C brand. So let's break down exactly how we get to this number.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning, with the first place where founders get tripped up, the platform cost itself. That price you see advertised has a little detail, some fine print that most people miss until that first bill hits their bank account. So here it is, the very first hidden fee. Shopify actually bills in US dollars, which means for any business in India, you have to add 18% GST right on top. So that 1,994 rupees plan, it's actually 2,353 rupees. Now, you might think that's not a huge deal, but over a year, that's over 4,000 rupees that you just didn't account for. It all adds up. All right. Next up is what I like to call the tax on your success. Because for every single rupee you make, someone else takes a small slice before it even gets to you. Welcome, my friends, to the world of payment gateways. To put it simply, a payment gateway fee is just the cost of doing business online. You know these names, Razorpay, PayU. They're the ones who handle your customers' payment, whether it's by credit card, UPI, or whatever. And for that service, they take a small percentage of every single sale. Now, when you're just starting out, a couple of percent sounds like nothing, right? But you're not planning to stay small. Let's imagine you're scaling up to, say, 10 lakhs a month in revenue. Suddenly, this fee isn't just a minor detail. It becomes one of your biggest, most consistent monthly expenses. It's a true operational cost. And this is the reality check. Using Razorpay's standard fee, which is around 2.36% with GST, on 10 lakhs of revenue, you're paying almost 24,000 rupees every month, forever. That money is just gone before you've even paid for your products, your marketing, or yourself. Okay, you really want to pay attention here, because this is the part that completely blindsides most new founders. Think of your Shopify store out of the box like a brand new smartphone. It works, sure, but to make it truly powerful, you need apps. And the essential apps, well, they're not free. See, a modern D2C store isn't just a website, it's a whole ecosystem of tools. You absolutely need WhatsApp for marketing, something like Judge.me for reviews and social proof, Klaviyo for email, Reconvert to get people to buy more. These aren't luxuries. These are the basic tools you need to even compete. And each one comes with its own monthly subscription that adds up really, really fast. And this is so important for anyone selling in India. RTO, or return to origin. You know, when those cash-on-delivery orders get sent back, you pay for shipping both ways. It is a massive profit killer. So an app like ShipRocket or GoQuick that helps you manage and reduce RTO, it can literally save your business. It's not a nice to have, it is a non-negotiable cost. So we've talked about all the recurring monthly costs, but now let's talk about the single most important one-time investment you are going to make, actually building the store. And this isn't about making it look pretty. This is about engineering it to sell. I just love this quote because it is so brutally honest. Yeah, you can use a free Shopify theme, but you have to remember, these themes are designed to be generic. They are not optimized for your product, for your customer, or for conversion. A premium theme, which might cost you 15 to 30,000 rupees, isn't a cost. It's the foundation for a store that actually gets you sales. So how do you get it built? Well, you could try to do it yourself, or maybe hire a freelancer. And yeah, it might look okay, but what you usually get is a store that converts at less than 1%. When you hire a boutique agency, you're not just paying for a nice design, you are paying for expertise in conversion rate optimization, in mobile-first architecture, in page speed. You're paying for all the little things that build trust and actually turn a visitor into a paying customer. To make this super clear, here are some real numbers from our own services at the 3 Studio. An MVP build, just to test an idea, starts around $25,000. But for a serious brand that's going to be running ads and needs to convert that traffic, the standard build at $60,000 is the real entry point. And trust me, this is an investment that should pay for itself in just a few weeks from all the extra sales you'll make. All right, we've looked at all the different pieces of the puzzle. The platform fees, that gateway tax, the must-have apps, and all the background costs. So let's put it all together and see what the real monthly operating cost, the real burn rate, actually looks like. Let's stack it all up. We start with the basic Shopify plan, plus that GST we talked about. Then we add the payment gateway fees for a store that's doing 10 locks in revenue. On top of that, we layer in a pretty conservative budget for those essential apps. And finally, we have to account for operational stuff like shipping costs and having some basic developer support on hand. And there you have it, 64,843 rupees. That is your baseline. This is the true cost of running a serious, competitive Shopify store in India that's actually built for growth. Now, here's the most important point. This number isn't meant to scare you away. It's meant to prepare you. Because knowing your true costs is the absolute first step to building a profitable, sustainable business. When you budget for this reality, that's how you compete. And ultimately, that's how you win. And that really brings us to a total shift in mindset. This quote from the 3 Studios' own vision document just says it all perfectly. Your store shouldn't just be a website. It needs to be a weapon, a tool that is specifically engineered to win in the crazy competitive world of Indian e-commerce. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Now that you understand the true investment that's required, take a really hard look at your store. Is it just an online brochure? Or is it a high-performance machine, a true weapon that's built to capture every last possible sale? Because that is what you need to be thinking about.